We've just come out of an interesting lecture presented by Reverend Allan Boesak, where he spoke about the 1990 Northern Areas Uprising, stating that what the coloured community were arising against in 1990, access to basic services, improvement of housing and the livelihood of the coloured people, is still a struggle in 2025, and the Nelson Mandela University made sure that they partner with the Northern Areas to ensure that the basic human being dignity and their lives are improved. I'm joined now by the Dean of the Faculty of Human Science and also Arts and Culture, Professor Pamela. Professor, why was it important for the university to partner with the Northern Areas as part of this lecture this afternoon?
As a university and the faculty, we're aware that there is a need for us to have what we teach be informed by the experience of the people amongst whom we live. And we're aware that in this area, in the northern suburbs, is one of the history's experiences that has not been captured in the history books, in books of science, and so books of philosophy. And so it's important that what we teach gets informed by the experiences of the local people. It's intentional as an outward-looking university that we engage with the people. They involve us in documenting what their experiences are of their past. As indicated by Dr. Boesak, sometimes it's deliberate that we forget experiences of other people, especially people who are kept in the margin. As he said, there are lots of other massacres in South Africa that have been documented, but the 1990 massacre in the northern areas, where over 20 people were killed, young people were killed, but it's not documented properly. It's only now that people are beginning to get attention to it. And so as a university, it's important for us to be involved in that making of the history.
Prof, you also spoke about the issue of that most of the history of people that's not documented are those that are marginalized. It came across a lot in this conversation that you were speaking that for a long time what people call the colored people, which you also didn't like because you said that makes them non-Africans, are still complaining about being marginalized. And the joy of the university, or the great or the strength of the university, is that it promotes inclusivity as well.
Yeah, it is. And I say as a faculty, we take what we do, or we draw from what we do from the university strategy, where we're looking at centering the experiences of those people marginalized. So we've got colored people, so-called colored people, women at the center of what we do. But more importantly, we are not just looking at doing what most universities do or what higher education does, is where they then do their own research. This research is informed by those people. Hence you see the majority of the people coming from northern suburbs, majority of people who are managing these are from the northern suburbs, and we in the periphery. So I think it's high time that we do the opposite. We stay on the margin and we center the experience of these people, so that because that is where they will see themselves validated. But also if we take this from, like they say, the horse's mouth, their voices will be visible in the books we write, or they write about themselves, so they will hear themselves. And I think it's high time that we center them in different ways, not and the most important way really is them documenting these experiences themselves.